Hi everyone, Paul Lange from Disciplined Trading Strategies with this week's Trade of the Week video. This is for the week ending May 3rd of 2020. This happened on the 27th, which was a Monday. The stock was GME. This is based on a daily DTS buy setup with an entry on a 1-minute secondary sign of strength. We'll talk about all that. Management simple, reward to risk 4.9 to 1. Yes, this was the biggest winner of the week. I don't always feature the biggest winner. I feature the one that I think has some good educational content or something to talk about, but this was a big winner, and that's the reason it's in here, because it was a fun one. You don't see this every day, despite what some people tell you. You don't need to, but this was a fun one. This Monday, May 4th, will be the bi-weekly scanning night. If you're seeing this in your email, you are a DTS member, you'll get your invite. If you're seeing this on YouTube or somewhere else and you're not a DTS member, hop on over to the DTS homepage and you'll see off to the right a little thing that lets you become a member. It's free and you get invites to all the educational events. This is the daily chart of GME, and this is what it looked like the day before the trade. The daily chart was part of this. This is a sloppy type of chart, and it was kind of on the screen for a couple days, but not a real focus for me. This is what it looked like after the day of the trade. Obviously, really nice move that day. You can see it had some nice moves on prior days. The real focus, or where I found this, was on the hourly chart, because it had kind of come down to this tight little consolidation. We call this a stage one. It's a transition coming out of that stage one, and it just did it the right way. This is not always my favorite type of setup. I know it looks like kind of a classic, but it was a little bit sloppy on the daily chart. But the 60-minute chart was just right, and we had that little consolidation. This day it got a little perky and popped up above it, and I found an entry in there. We'll take a look at that. Next time frame, the 15-minute chart. There's not a whole lot to learn on here. I always keep the 4 time frames on these Trade of the Week videos, but really it kind of jumps down to the 5-minute chart to see the next level of detail. You can just see the nice move it had. That's where it opened. There's where the entry was on the 15-minute chart. Target 1, good target taking for target 1, and target 2, great target taking. I'll talk about that in just a second. Here's the 5-minute chart finally, where you can see a little more detail. You don't need any more detail in the 5-minute because the entry is over that little topping tail there on the 5-minute chart after it already popped above the base. Entry 492, stop 481. First pop, nice reward to risk on any day of the week, and took some off the table there. And then the famous walk away, what I like to do. This was a good morning we were having. I had the daily goal underway, and I let the back half of this go. It was kind of funny because I came back right in here, and we'd hit 550. I thought, wow, that was like a great target, and I felt kind of bad. I didn't get closer to 550, so I let it pivot, put a stop underneath 530-ish, somewhere in there, and then walked away again, and lo and behold, I come back and it's way up in here. So it was a nice little second half. Obviously, the second half was actually 7.8 risk units, which is, top. That's about as good as it gets as a day trade in my book. So that was a fun trade, and that second target trailed out right there. Actually holding the close literally would have been a little bit better, but it was not a whole lot different. If you like this style of trading, come join us in the DTS Trading Room. You can find out about getting a trial or signing up on the website. Until then, this is Paul for DTS. Good trading, everybody.